I still get chills every single time I see that. This was the very moment that Ellie Breaux was crowned Miss Texas back in July. Now she's set to compete for the title of Miss America 2024. And while she's from the Houston area, she's also a graduate from the University of North Texas. We're just 9 days away from the finals of the Miss America competition, but preliminary start before that. We want to bring in Miss Texas as she prepares to hit the stage once again. What's up, bro? Ellie Breaux, how you doing?
What's up, bro?
And just for full disclosure, Ellie and I know each other. We are friends. I was in the audience when you were crowned. Ellie,
yes.
It was so much fun to talk with you. The last time that you and I were able to talk on the air was at the State Fair of Texas when you did a little bit of weather. So how's your journey been since then to the Miss America stage?
Oh my gosh. So on my paperwork, I've actually calculated how many miles I've traveled as Miss Texas, and it was over 50,000 miles. I have been in the north, in Lubbock, Amarillo. I've also been south in Houston, back at home. I've always been in Dallas-Fort Worth area. I even ventured out to Corpus Christi and Edna, Texas. So it's honestly just been amazing to see what a melting pot Texas truly is.
And you competed for 3 years in the Miss Texas Scholarship Organization. How much money did you win every 3 years, combined, to help pay for your education?
I think I've calculated this, and it was well over $35,000 in scholarships.
$35,000 in scholarships.
Well over.
Yeah,
yes.
well over that. A big chunk of that coming from winning Miss Texas. So my question for you is, why did you want to be Miss Texas?
Well, a part of me was doing it solely for the scholarship money, and then I realized that I had to have a platform that I was passionate about, and being that my dad was a police officer in Houston for 27 plus years, I knew that I was going to take on a platform that was inspired by him. And so my goal now as Miss Texas and hopefully Miss America is to help those police officers and communities understand one another and really bridge that gap, and that was my goal all along.
And Ellie, you and I have had conversations about this before, and you said that you would have some fear when your dad would leave the house, not knowing if he would be coming back. And for those in the community, you're kind of letting them know that, hey, these are humans too. So talk a little bit more about the message that you've been carrying across the state to some of our little ones as you've been going into schools.
Yeah, so my mom, I always talk about my mom and how she spends hours and hours a day staying up to make sure that my dad makes it home okay. And my uncle, my aunt does the exact same thing, and all of the cousins that are in law enforcement as well. And being able to partner with a nonprofit organization called Patrol Stories, it's been very fortunate for me to go out to elementary schools and talk about public safety and really humanize the police badge, because we want our youth and our children to understand that they can run to them in case of an emergency, if they just want to talk about grades, or if they're just not having a good day. And that is exactly what I've been doing, and I'm excited to bring that nonprofit organization up to Miss America.
Is there a special memory from some of the Patrol Stories that that you can share with us?
There has been this one time, and I've seen her twice, this little girl. She was a blind girl, and she told me, and I'm kind of getting choked up a little bit, she couldn't see me, but she told me that I looked like a princess and that she loved me. And that right there is all that I needed to hear to know that I am doing God's work. And I just can't express how I felt, because it was just a moment where I didn't know what to say. I wanted to cry, but I knew that my job was being done by helping our police officers understand their communities and vice versa. And
while she might be not been able to visually see you, she felt you. She felt your energy and heard your words. Ellie, why should you be Miss America?
We've been divided for a very long time, our country, our state, and it's time for someone to be a voice for the voiceless, and that is me. I have been standing up for a platform that is so difficult to talk about, and I am wanting to truly make change. I want girls to understand that this platform, this organization can really help pay for your education. I want to build that gap between police officers in their communities, and I truly want people to understand who I am and feel my love, and also being able to feel their love back as well.
Because you have that experience, Ellie, as you were saying, of knowing what it's like to be a family member of a police officer, but also being out now in the community across Texas and being able to talk to everybody, and now you're hoping to bring both of those together in America, which I think starts with a lot of listening, a lot of conversations.
Yes, and I remember talking to you about this solely. People want to make my platform political, but it really is not. It's pro-conversation. I want people to truly have an uncomfortable conversation about what is going on in their community, because ultimately when you're uncomfortable, you're allowing yourself to grow. And so I just want our state, our country to grow and bridge that gap, and so that we don't have those miscommunication understandings again.
And there's also a talent portion of the Miss America opportunity, the competition. Yes. There's going to be a night where you're going to be competing with your talent. I know it's rhythmic gymnastics, which is hard for me to say, but you do some pretty impressive moves. Talk to us about what that is and what we can expect to see.
Yeah, so I was a gymnast for 10 years, a rhythmic gymnast for 10 years, and I incorporate that in my talent. So the first 45 seconds, you'll see a lyrical dance that is very emotional, and then the last 45 seconds, you'll see me incorporate a ribbon and a lot of different tricks this upcoming at Miss America. My talent has got a lot more tricks than my Miss Texas talent, so be prepared. Keep your eyes open.
And you won it for a reason. Again, we're talking about the Miss America opportunity, and it's a year-long opportunity for all of the state title holders and the local title holders. If your title changes to Miss America, how much scholarship money do you potentially might have in your pocket?
$60,000 is the winning prize for Miss America and scholarships, and I will absolutely go and get my master's for free. So I am so excited to compete for that title. I want to do it for the scholarship money, but I also want to do it to make a difference.
And one last thing, Ellie, before we let you go, what would you want to say to maybe a young girl that's out there, or somebody that's maybe thinking about competing in the Miss America opportunity and they're a little bit fearful? What would you say to them to start?
Well, there's a lot of power in the word yes. Had I not said yes, I would not be graduating almost debt-free with my bachelor's in marketing. Had I not said yes, I would not have moved my modeling career forward, being now a professional model. Had I not said yes, I would not be advocating for a platform and truly making change and Met Patrol Stories, a nonprofit organization. If you say yes and you allow yourself to be uncomfortable and take that leap of faith, you never know the opportunities that will be at your fingertips. So I encourage you to say yes, be uncomfortable, allow yourself to grow and learn from the organization, just like I did.
And we hope that the Miss America judges say yes to you, Ellie Breaux, our Miss Texas 2023. Thank you so much for joining us. And we are sending you the best wishes at the Miss America competition. I will see you there. I'm getting on the plane, so I will see you next week. So we'll have more about your journey here on CBS News Texas. Thank you, Ellie. CBS News Texas. We'll be right back.